Oh, welcome to Getting Dressed Part 2. Today I'm going to look at a couple of things. One of them, one of my favourite mods, came at the mod contest. This is OEB's Rail Terrain mod. But before that, we were going to have a little insert, because I realised that last time I clean forgot to explain the different types of, or different formats which downloads come in. So here come the insert. Right, I realised in the first one I told you about mods, but I didn't bother to show you the different types, or how you get them. So we're going to have a quick look at those. The first one is a placeable straw power plant, and this I got down from ModHub. ModHub quite often put theirs as an exe file, and that's quite simple to install. All you do is double click, and a few seconds later you get Farm Sim 15 mod is successfully installed. Right, so that's quite easy. Only thing is about an exe, be careful where you get those from. I would only buy an exe from ModHub, Giant's own mod site. I will then go to RAR. This is a RAR file. It's a compression file, but you can't just drop this into the mod folder. You may know that mods have designed, or the mod Farm Sim has designed to read zip files, and if you're playing multiplayer, all your mods must be zipped. It won't read them if they're not. So we'll just have a quick look. This comes to the RAR file. So first thing you've got to do is get that as a zip file. I use a program called 7zip. It's 3, which is good enough for me, and it works very well. So I'm just going to extract that, and here we are, and it's this one here, and this is this lot, and this lot. And all you do then, if you got those two, you will just drop those. See if you look inside, all the stuff is in there, and it's a compression file. If you do it like this, we just find my Farm Sim folder, which of course was just go back, which is my document or documents. This is all on Win10. My games, Farming Sim 2015. I'm not going to drop them into the one I'm actually playing, and I will drop those into this one says no mods. I'm not certain what this is like. I just when I download just now to do it. And all you do is slide them across. If you've got multiple ones, what you can do is, I'll take one of these back, is right click and copy paste. That means if you've got multiple mod files which I have, and you want it in more than one, you've got them all, and that's all there is to that one. So we'll just minimize that for a moment. Next one is a straightforward zip file. This is the easiest of the lot, and this one I'm going to put in the one I'm using because it's one I've been meaning to try it and never got round to it. We just find my, this is the one. No, it isn't. Must be this one. This is the one. Yeah, I'm actually going to put that into this mod folder. So in this case, I am going to copy, paste, and make certain I'm on an area above the last mod. If not, it gets slid in amongst the mods. On that top one here, this case 160, the one I modeled. I never got round to zipping that up again. I'm just lazy, and that's all there is. And if we look down here, you see that Speed Player mod zip is in. Now we just open this up. There's nothing in there. It all works. This one just, when you're playing, will just speed you up to supersonic speed. And the last one is is if I'd actually put it in here, which I haven't yet. Let's just go onto here and just see where that got to. Ah, there we are. I meant to slide this across before I started and forgot. This is the actual map we use, and I just took it off the download folder. This is the map we actually use, and I just re-downloaded it because mine is already unzipped. And as you notice, this one is Westminster Forest version 4 unpack.zip. If you see unpack in there, it means you need to unzip it first, extract files, and you will get this lot. Now this is a lot of the extra files which you needed to make the Westminster Forest work properly, and all you do is that, and I'll go back to my I think this is one, yeah. I'll go back and put that all in this one I was playing with, mods, no mods. The easiest way there is to click on the first one, shift and click on the bottom one, and I just slide the whole lot across, and that's in there. It's almost everything you need to play. One thing to do, I'll call up Firefox and we'll just have a quick look. I'll get rid of these now. Site you download from, and this is the site I'm involved in, PCSG, and there'll be a description here, and it will tell you exactly if there's anything extra you want. And this one, there isn't. Everything you need is actually included in that folder. Some of them, let's see if I can find another one. Go back, and I think Shellington, not Shellington, Lakeside. I think there's a list on this one of stuff you need. No, he's put everything in on this one. One of these is a list of stuff you actually need poplar. Oh, go back. There we are. This one, Smith 97, who's done this map. You will need the animated map trigger, and he's put a link in where you can download it from, and soil management, and a link where you can download. That's the soil management, I believe. We'll soon find out. We'll just click on it. Yes, that's soil management. And let's get rid of that again. I don't want it. And this one is the animated map trigger. That opens and closes gates, doors, or whatever. And that's how you actually install mods. So we'll end it and we'll go back to the main show again. Alright, welcome back to the insert. Hopefully I explained it reasonably well, but I'm going to just have a little look at the real terrain mod. First of all, we're just going to drive this on an ordinary road. If you watch the wheels stay, you know, reasonably level, not a lot of bounce in there, even at quite high speeds. Now, just go onto the field. If you watch the wheels this time, take it quite slow to start off. We're coming over potato dams, and you notice there the wheels really are bouncing, the whole thing's moving. Cloud field, same thing, and that actually adds quite a bit. Now if we just take it at quite high speed now, this can only end in disaster. And high speed, even more pronounced. And this is a universal mod. You drop it in your mod folder, and all vehicles and equipment, with the exception of the sowers, will have this on. The sowers don't, because they found The OEB guys found it was the solar. If it was bouncing back, that's missing too much, so they had to take it off the solar. The mod itself is on Mod Hub because, as it says, it was part of the competition, and there's a hot fix for those people who have tractors and plows with clone spec added, because it sometimes didn't play nice with them, so they put a hot fix in for that. I'm just going to use another one if I remember to put it on here. I hope so. We'll get inside cabin and see if it's easier. We're just going to do a little bit of baling, and let's soon see. Now it should be. Follow me, yeah, follow me, SF. And I'll now hop over to the other tractor. Now in the other tractor, and we'll just go down the other. Well, I better start the engine first. Now, if we look behind us, you will see. Get on a fairly straight bit. You'll see the other tractors following. It's very handy if we get equipment from one place to another. You've got several bits of equipment to move. I'll just should have put the blinkers on. I can't remember if I put the beacons on. Yeah, if I put the beacons on mine, it also comes in the other one. Right, I'm gonna just drop that now if I can remember. It's the same keys again. I won't give you what keys I'm using because frankly that a lot of mine have been reset to different keys. Oh, I know you'll do. Oh, I just have to hop over to the other one. I don't use this often enough to warrant. That's off. Right, I'm gonna take this one out to the baler. We do a little bit of baling. This is where, of course, a mod. And this is that lovely case. Just keep rid of that again for the moment. And you see, I finished cutting this field, cleared everything up. I'll rake the straw up. I'm now baling it. Alright, as I'm lazy, I am not going to even attempt to use bale forks on it. I'll get a few more bales done. I'll just take this to the top of the hill and go down a full roll. I'll do a couple of rolls in where just collect the bales. Excuse me, I seem to have a bit of a frog in my throat. This is what I want. Just turn it on and lower the pickup. Just follow this down. This one is a bale wrapper as well, though the wrapper's switched off with this, so I should do some grass later with that. This is quite a small windrow, this one. I think it's sort of the half roll you get when you use coarse play to rake up. You can't you can't coarse play this particular bale. It doesn't seem to like I just wait for it to doesn't like discharging the bales manually. Come on, what we've missed. Oh, well, I must have one in there. We'll just have a look outside. I must already have one. Oh yes, I have. It will kick that bale out, and now it will, if you run the next one up, but what happens is that bales one, run it in the back bit, and if you're wrapping, it will wrap up there. We will wrap one, let's see, that's Z. Let's go forward. Mind you, I don't know if it will actually wrap this because it's not a grass or hay bale, it's a straw, and you don't normally wrap straw. It doesn't do it a lot of good. No, it's not going to, so we'll just drop that one out and disconnect that again. And we've got no one coming. You have to stop at the bleeps because if you keep going, it will miss too much. You wait for the number to go. We'll do one more roll. I'll come back in cab, it's easier. We've got to the end of it. Lift it, turn it round. I think I've got one in this, I better drop that off. Whoa. I'll just drop the next one out at the same time. Just do this roll now, just leave the round it. Well, this is when the headlands round the field. I put these into, I used the biggest rake in the game, the 19-metre one, so it's why it's not taking long to get 4,000 litres in a bale. These are mighty big windrows. But this is a very nice, this again was from the mod contest. The McHale baler. We'll be trying it out later on grass to make some silage for grass. Normally, if anybody watched my other ones will know, I very rarely bale. But with the next bit of equipment I'm going to show you, just do another one and that will do. Just kick that one out. That's kicked out. Yeah. I'll switch it off and take it to one side. Oh, take it towards the centre. Switch it off. And we'll just swap to the other tractor. I want a big trailer for this. I normally use a little one. This one's a dolly and I can't back dollies to save my life. There's a lot of experts who can. But being a man in motorcycles, you don't use reverse much in real life. At least I don't. Now you see they're locked in. I'm just going to check. Start automatic mode and we will put this on to only 6 miles an hour. You don't want to go too fast because if you go too fast it will not auto pick up. What we'll do is we'll hop out and you can see what it does. Pull it right back. And this trailer can take almost everything in the game. There we go. Just it's cheating, but for someone who has a great hatred of playing with bales, it's a godsend. It's got a fair wide reach, there's a couple down the bottom there, and God, don't know if we get a full trailer this time. The day that we only went half full, we hit get those on the way back. Problem with round bales is they have a nasty habit of rolling. So let's see how many we've got. Might have rolled into the other field. Did one of us playing with this earlier. I'm just going to hop. I'm going to turn the auto load off. Hop back inside and gun it down. Help if I head on forward and gun it down the other way. Till we get somewhere near, then I'll put cruise control back on and the auto load back on, or cruise control back on, auto load back on. Check that's get auto load on. Yeah, it looks like it. Can't see the straps on this thing. Oh, I'll make do with however many we got on here. I'm not going to buy it anymore tonight. Just show you what happens if you go too fast, exceed the speed limit, and what will happen is these things will come unstrapped. So better start automatic loading again for these last two. And unloading is just as easy. Turn auto load off and we put these in the shed. Now, should I try and back in or not? We'll give it one attempt. I say backing a dolly is not my favourite occupation. Put one load in, but I'd actually driven and turned around inside. If you want them neatly, you'd actually manually unload these. You've gone the wrong way. What would serve at me and dollies do not get on. There isn't a bigger one, but isn't a dolly. I think I'm going to miss the doorway by a country mile. For the lump area. Forward and try one more time. Last attempt if it doesn't go this time. Because I need to be inside the wagon to actually. Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just offload them here and I'll put them in later. Offload them at the edge of the field. We'll turn it around. I'll put them down there. I don't think I've got bad extension on here. Just have a look about that. Just turn that off for a minute. Just checking so I put bad extension on. Nothing shown on those. But I don't think they're objects once they're strapped on. No, there's no I haven't got bad extension on this one. So I can leave these actually outside. If you've got bad extension, it will weather the bales and they will lose value and potency as time goes by. So we just hop in here again. Take a look from the outside. Now, we have to decide what side we're going to unload. And that is right, left. Let's try the left. We'll do them to the right of the trailer, I think. Yeah. And that's just press you, I believe. Oh no, oh. I don't know. Those no. I'll just. Do you need the engine room? No, there we are. They need to be strapped first. And it actually unloads them as easy as that. Now the beauty of this trailer is we'll just come a bit closer and we'll toggle through some of the things it will do. You can see it's got the standard straw bales up at the moment. Standard round straw bales. BMM straw, the 1.3 metre, the 1.4 metre, these are all round bale 1.5. Standard hay round bale, and it's the different size of BM hay bales. Standard grass round bale again, and again the BM. Standard silage round bale, and all the BM sizes. Standard round bale mixed, and that means that whatever you've got in the field it will pick up behind the standard, which is handy if you've got a fruit, and then you can take wool pallets and it actually puts the sides up for you. Tree saplings pallets, standard tree and big, particularly for the modded ones. Board pallets, potato pallets, that's for the washed potatoes. Ross transport boxes, silage tanks, which some things have, Bible blades, modding pallets, consumer goods, egg pallets, greenhouse pallets, homogenised milk, then all the straw bales. So that's a nice little mod for if you're challenged like I am doing some of the jobs. We should leave that there for now. Oh yes, I was just gonna show one other mod. I hope I got it on here. I don't believe I done last time. I just want to pick the plough up. Especially ploughing this tractor. It's only just man enough to pull the plough, and it tends to pull to one side. Not careful. This is a standard in-game plough. There's not many modded ploughs, and the in-game ones are quite good anyway. I don't just have mods for the sake of mods. I usually have them for a specific purpose. Either a particular tractor or what something I want to just fold it up. You have to watch this one. You always have to drop it in the unfold position. Try and drop it in the fold position. That won't like it. Well, it won't do it now, since I think it's 1.3 patch. Everything has to be right to unfold. Let's see what we've got. Two, I think we're going to unfold this first. It's control 0. Yes, we have. We'll get rid of that. This is GPS mod. And by upside down, we'll just put the work. It automatically finds most of the things. There's normally an offset on here, but I'm not going to bother on this. All you do is set it all up. You have to stay with the tractor for this, so we just drop the plough into the ground, and you have to do all the turning, what have you. We just hit Control W, and you should hear a single beep, which we got, and you just hit the cruise control, and that will follow that line. As you see, actually one offset on this, but I don't know if I can It's a bit better, eh? Bring the plough inside that, inside those lines. Yeah, that's the offset. I'm going to do one to half a pass. That will do. Just turn it, so you have to do everything you would normally do manually. And you have to brake. The whole GPS has got on it. This is sort of semi-automation, I'd call this. Now we've got the offset right. We drop the plough, hit W, hit cruise, and we'll have a look, see what that's doing. Actually, I'll come the wrong side of the you get the general idea. This is another nice looking mod, and I think since this has got to the end, we'll call it for this episode. Next time we're going to have a look at soil mod on another map. One of the food bridge maps with soil mod already added, Chillington Estates. There's a second one coming out since Churn Farm, and we'll just stop that there. Hold this up again. I'll just show you what I mean about. Turn it. Just get rid of that GPS mod. If I hold it. Oh, and we'll just drive this, put this back, and I'll show you what I mean about unhooking this. This catches a few people out. Most things you actually drop in the folded position. This, if you try and drop this now, you should see the little symbol down here flashes red at you. So just unfold it. Now we try, and it drops straight away. Right, with that I will say thank you very much for watching, subscribing, liking, commenting. Any questions about mods, feel free to ask. I will try and answer, but I'm not a world expert. I just play this game far too much. Anyway, cheerio for now. Cheerio.